Hello, hello, hello. This can be viewed on all my social media handles. Escalot TV on YouTube. You can also see this on Transcendence Generosity on Facebook, on Instagram Threads, X, and on Snapchat. And you can also see this on my TikTok, Cardinal Echo Grace. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you. I have been having a lot of reflection on something that my father, my mentors, my cousins, my uncle, and few other friends and people I revere, my academic seniors, my student, my juniors, and my cycle of influence told me some time ago, and keep on telling me every time when they want to strengthen my zeal to understand what silence means and what it means to be a man of peaceful silence. And so I don't just listen and go like that. I listen, and before I put defense in everything, I don't just do it. You know, even if somebody is hurting me, I just don't respond. I would, before I respond, it means I have, so that is me. I just don't do anything anyhow. I just take my time to understand things. So when they said to me, silence is golden, I've been hearing this for over let's say over 3 and more decades. And I have been hearing it, silence is golden. Sometimes they tell you silence is golden, but you don't really attach so much seriousness or anything to it, because sometimes they just choose for you to be silent, or they want to help you by staying silent and not being just all over the place or whatever. So this time around, I've read a lot for months, different papers, different publications, and everything. So my conclusion, this is from me. So from me, my conclusion is that silence is always not golden. Silence is always not golden. It is not always the case that silence is golden. Sometimes silence is not gold. However, recently, we don't even say silence is not golden, or we can't say silence is golden. The recent way to say it is, we often say that silence can't be misquoted. Silence can't be misquoted. So currently, you don't say silence is golden. You say silence can't be misquoted. However, you can still say silence is golden, but you can say, if you really want to be more contemporary, you can say silence can't be misinterpreted. Silence can always be interpreted. So now the contemporary way of saying it is to say silence can't be misquoted, instead of saying silence can't be misinterpreted. Silence can be interpreted. But if you still want to keep to the old norm, it's not wrong. You can say silence is golden. But with that, also try and understand that silence is always not gold. So silence can't be misquoted, but it can be interpreted either as affirmative or as disagreement. And we can have different examples, or, silence is golden means, but when we say silence is gold or silence is golden, it means that you choose silence wisely. Choosing silence wisely means that silence is gold or is golden. Now, when we say someone chooses silence wisely or silence is gold, that means that due to the value of words, peace and serenity, listening and understanding, the impact of space for reflection, and wisdom in restraint makes silence golden or gold. So let's all understand that silence can be interpreted. Don't think that silence can't be interpreted. It can be interpreted, but it can't be misquoted. You can't misquote my silence to mean your interpretation. You can't do that. Thank you so much.